My name's Paul Nelson. I'm the Managing Director of Allied Vehicles in Glasgow, and we manufacture wheelchair accessible vehicles and taxis. There's three main areas that I think the government can help us. The biggest area is to help create a more competitive environment. There are lots of silly rules like the London turning circle, which prohibits us actually selling our vehicles in London. Secondly, we're very keen on training our staff, and we need skills. We need our government to invest in skills, in engineering skills in the community. And thirdly, we deal with government agencies all the time. We need to streamline the DVLA and VOSA and get our business operating in the most efficient way.
Yes, I'm Nick Fletcher, and this is Ian Cuthbert, and we're the business partners in the Argyle Hotel at Ballacantini, Campbelltown. We'd like the Chancellor to look at ways to help rural communities, rural economies retain the money within those areas, rather than taking money out of the areas through high taxes and high VAT. And the other thing we'd like the Chancellor to look at doing is, rather than focusing on tax bans for higher earners, reducing tax on higher earners, I'd rather the Chancellor focused on reducing taxes for small businesses like our own, new businesses that in the first couple of years can find it very, very difficult to sustain themselves. And the final one we would like to see is less investment in major infrastructure projects down the south of England, like the HS2 project, more focus on the infrastructure needs of rural communities where economic life can be quite difficult, and without good transport links, which is good ferry services and good roads and good broadband services and things like that.
I'm Stuart Campbell. I'm the Director and Company Secretary of J&A Mitchell Springbank Distillery in Campbelltown. We're a small independent distillery based in Campbelltown, producing Springbank, Longrow and Hazelburn single malt Scotch whiskies. The old favourite would be, rather than the seemingly never-ending trend of increasing duty, if they could have a look at doing the opposite and reversing that trend and reducing the duty rather than increasing it. That would certainly help us.
So yeah, I'm Cameron Smith, and this is my brother Stuart Smith. And we run a business called Coastal Connection, and we do a range of services from tourism trips to commercial sectors. Over the 5-6 years that we've been going, we've seen steady growth each year with numbers and turnover. Yeah, ideally fuel cuts, that's obviously our main cost. So, and even for the tourists themselves coming up here, they could do with getting up here a lot cheaper than what they're paying at the moment. But yeah, realistically, I guess just a freeze would even be a help.
My name's MacLachlan, and I operate a number of businesses across Scotland. We've started a number of businesses over the last 4 years. I personally don't think the economy has affected us too much. Definitely let Scotland go on its own. I think that will make a massive difference. I think it'll be more flexible. I think it will give us confidence. I think it would be a lot more flexible. We can move with stymied, I would say, just now with a big government, a big country.
My name is Dennis Riggleman. I'm the Managing Director for Wind Towers Scotland. What we do here is we make wind towers for the onshore and offshore wind turbine industry. The business has been quite volatile, obviously, with the recession and the bigger picture there. Us as a business have gone through some tough times, now we're out of those times again. We've got some good orders we just won, and there's some exciting times looking ahead. I would like government to give us as much business support as possible, whether it's in the form of training incentives or actually a financial reward system towards training more apprentices and more skilled workforce, especially with the high unemployment here in the Argyle area. Other incentives could be anywhere to help small, medium enterprise businesses like ourselves.